dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. You may find these in your community at local pharmacies or police stations. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Listen up, parents, teachers, counselors, coaches. Your boy or sister turned 18, but they need one more push. Don't let them forget to register with the Selective Service System. It's required by law, and it can open up the door to many federal benefits. Visit sss.gov.
This hour of the Triangle Sports Leader is powered by Ritchie Law Firm, injury lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
Get in the hole!
That's ritchielaw.com.
How doers get more done.
Your home for the Durham Bulls.
I'm WRAL meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. We have showers in the forecast for today and tomorrow, and tomorrow in particular will be fairly breezy. We're watching Imelda pulling away from the Carolinas, but we will have some scattered rain for today with a high of 73, overnight 66, and tomorrow's high 71 once we get past tomorrow as the sunshine returns.
The Sports Shop is presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Service. Alsco's first aid service is great for office buildings, restaurants, automotive facilities, or anywhere emergencies can happen. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491 or visit alsco.com. Again, that is alsco.com to learn more about what they can provide for your business.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're listening to the Sports Shop. Reese, Kmac. I'm Pam Thompson-Smith.
And
we've got
Humphrey,
a guest in the show. I don't know if he's going to sing with me or not.
I can't sing as well.
You can't
as
sing?
do,
Okay, well then maybe I'll just try to do
what
I can do.
Hey, let's go.
I found a love provides a key. Unlocks the heart and souls of you and me. Love will learn to sing your song, yeah. Love is written in stone. Every man I meet, walk in time. Free to wander past his conscious mind. Love will come and take you home, yeah. Written in the stone. All right. Yay. Great day. Great day. It is the top of the week. It's Monday. Super excited to be here. Once again, you're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese, Kmac. I am Pam Thompson-Smith. The firm, we have Mr. Anthony Humphrey, the rest of the show known as Mr. Hump, in here with us. We have A-Town, and we're excited to get this Monday started.
Let's get it.
You
Top
are
of the
listening
week.
to 99.9 HD2, or you can listen to us on 104.5 AM or 620 AM. And we continue in week 2 to welcome Detroit, Michigan.
What up, though?
You can listen to the Sports Shop on 107.5. And we would love for you to go to our YouTube channel and become one of our co-hosts. They are listening out there as well. So how are you doing, Mr. Hop?
Hey, it's a Monday morning, ready to kick this week off. I swear, every time I come in here, it's raining, though.
I think you're bringing the rain.
The rainmaker. I'm the rainmaker.
The rainmaker on this good look, bad look Monday. How you doing, Alex? How are you?
Doing well, feeling good. It's a good sports weekend. So.
It was. It was.
Sports weekend. It was a great sports weekend.
It really was. If you were home to watch it, I was just all around. So I got a lot of good looks. So I'll start with you, Miss. What was your good look? What you do this weekend in addition to watching all the wonderful football games, which started on Friday night? That was an amazing game there. We'll talk about that.
Awesome
but
game.
how was your weekend? What was your good look, bad look?
Awesome weekend. Got a chance to spend some time with some Kappa Leaguers. We went fishing Saturday morning. We had a full weekend for them out at one of our locations. And great to have an impact on kids' lives. Had a small portion of the weekend, but it was awesome and allowed for me to come back home on Saturday morning and watch some Saturday afternoon and watch a lot of football, watch a lot of college football, and Sunday watch a lot of NFL, good and bad NFL. But great, Alice said, great sports weekend. How about yourself? What you get into this weekend?
Man, listen, I was booked and busy.
Oh, yeah?
In my Reese voice, she was booked and busy. So early Saturday morning, it was really good. I got a chance to host or MC an economic empowerment conference.
Awesome.
And in the challenging times that we are in now, we need to have more and more revenue streams, but we've got to know how to go get the money and what to do. So that was amazing.
Cool.
Then from there, I had an opportunity coming up. It's about voting season, and I spent 5 years as a voter registration director here in Raleigh with the North Carolina League of Conservation Voters.
Okay.
So they are celebrating Power to Vote 10 years in doing this impactful work in the community. And so it kind of feels good when your old bosses ask you to come back and MC the banquet. So I had a chance to do that, and it was over 200 people that are boots on the ground throughout all of North Carolina, 5 major cities, to really get people to get out and vote and just talk about the issues and just that platform. So that was great. And then nightcap. It was amazing to be at the Nate McMillan fundraiser gala for his organization, which supports young black youth, black men, young black guys. And it was so good to see them. They were beautiful. I mean, they were dressed up in their tux, and just to hear like a lot of video on the work that they're doing and just the impact mentorship on another young black man makes.
There we go.
And so there was a lot of those great stories.
There we go.
So great. Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday was just sitting there watching all this great football. So those are all of my good looks. What about you, Alex?
Definitely not as much as you.
I should have went last.
Somebody is way more busy than the others. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I was just watching sport. I was just locked in doing my job. ready for today. Ready to talk about sports, but
Absolutely.
Yeah. Glad you had a great weekend, though.
I did. So college football. We'll start off with a little bit of college football. Wow.
Jump into Friday night.
Friday night. That was that's great football
that
right
was
there.
Great football.
That was great.
Football.
And we're talking about Virginia, who upset Florida State.
At home.
What a game.
And Charlottesville.
What a game.
So I'm watching the game. I'm thinking, okay, Florida State has a chance to come back. They're gonna come down the field. But when the game went into overtime, I'm sitting there watching all these students pile up. Now, first of all,
scary.
Very scary. Very scary. First of all, as an opposing player, it's had to be intimidating.
Right.
You're trying to go down there, score with all those fans. You know they're waiting to rush the field.
Yes.
And then when that interception came at the end of the game and they rushed that field, I felt somebody was going to get hurt.
I turned my head because I was like this, and I was like, this is scary. You know how sometimes if somebody say something that's embarrassing, or you put your head down.
Right.
Well, if you don't want to look, I said, oh my God. So I just was praying nobody gets hurt or trampled on.
Yeah, no, and the coaches were well protected, but the players just disappeared. I saw the Virginia players in the middle of the field. They were celebrating, but I don't know what happened to the Florida State players.
Yeah, I think maybe there's a plan, like they talk about this, I'm sure, and where to go and what to do and how to get out of the way.
Yeah, you hope so.
Definitely hope so. But that was a great game.
It was.
Also showed a game of resilience when you think about the quarterback for Virginia, because he was borderline. He was throwing interceptions, but when they needed him to do what they needed him to do, he came through.
That's right.
But I think he had at least 2 or 3 interceptions.
Yeah, he fought back. He fought back, and they could have very easily given that game away and folded under pressure to the ranked team. But they held their ground at home and got the win.
Ended up throwing 5 total touchdowns. So that was good.
Huge. And then we're jumping into Saturday.
Woo! Whew. Okay, let's talk about the Duke Blue Devils.
Let's talk about the Duke Blue Devils. Headed up to upstate Syracuse, New York, and laying it down.
Yeah. So, okay. Yes, Duke played a good game, but was Syracuse still too high off of the Clemson win, do you think?
I think they were a little high off the Clemson win.
We forgot to move forward to the next game, maybe.
And playing with a backup quarterback,
yeah,
right?
that too.
Yeah,
backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And receivers were looking around like, where my main arm at? Because this guy can't
and not enough time. I mean, it's hard to really, no matter how much time to really prepare for that.
That's right.
The quarterback was injured. So Duke came out with a 33-3 win.
But give Duke their credit. They went up there and they took care of business. Mensa looked great. They had the receivers that had some, a couple of receivers had some big yardage.
Mm-hmm.
Running game looked great. Duke's on a roll. They have a very good momentum right now, and sitting in a pretty good place in this ACC.
Yeah, we were a little, worried in the beginning. So what are they now? They're 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
3-2.
Yeah.
And moving on to Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
What is, almost a scare, but they came through with a win over Wake Forest. They survived.
They got it done, and last second play, you win some, you lose some. And sometimes you have to win those games to go on your road to the championship. They're sitting in the driver's seat.
They are
towards the
undefeated.
championship game. Absolutely,
they are
absolutely.
Undefeated.
And it's not a flashy brand of football, but it's getting the job done. And, consistency plays a big part in them being able to be a contender in the ACC this year.
Yeah.
Miami's still looking good, though. Canes down there still looking good. They're
you
getting ready for Florida State.
That's going to be a really good game coming up.
Really good game. Florida State coming off a loss, looking to get some redemption, and Miami having a full week to get ready for them. So that hatred's going to be built up. Should be a great game. So
let's go to another favorite to talk about. What happened? NC State.
Now that was a flip between that and Bama and Georgia game, and I was going back and forth. And I'm sitting there watching NC State, and I'm like, "Come on, CJ, you got this. You can do this." And they had a game plan. They had a game plan. Virginia Tech came in with a game plan, and they executed. They are playing for their new coach.
They are.
And they are unified as a team. One thing I heard, their defensive coordinator really put in a nice game plan, and you could tell he had some time in the NFL, I think, as a linebackers coach. So he's coming in, and he's got those boys fired up, and they execute a very good defensive game. And offensively, they performed as well and got the win.
Yeah, and definitely defense, because CJ was he was sacked like 4 or 5, maybe 5 times, I think.
CJ felt the pressure back there. He felt the pressure back there. So as I said, the scheme, they dialed up a very good scheme. They obviously looked at the tape. They obviously were ready to put an execution in the place that State wasn't quite ready for them to overcome. So. Big win for Virginia Tech. Heck, 2 in a row for them.
Yeah. And I would say, it's not an excuse, but we talk about like being prepared and having to shift when either a player is injured or in NC State's case, their defensive coordinator was out. That's Unfortunately, right. A tragic death to his daughter. So that was a shift there as well, playing without. And all of that comes with emotions and empathy. Just, so you never know how that also, affected the team.
Absolutely. And I think they wanted to win that one 4-2. And I think they had a little bit of disappointment that they weren't able to win that game for the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. So my heart and our prayers also go out to the defensive coordinator, DJ Elliott.
Absolutely.
Well, next game, which we thought would be, was a big game, to see if Louisville would hang on and continue to be undefeated, and they did over Pitt.
Yeah. Not a pretty game, but they got it done, and again, allowing themselves to stay in the mix. And I haven't watched a lot of Louisville this year, and so I got a flash of that game against Pittsburgh. But like I said, it wasn't a pretty win, but they got it done, right?
Right. That's exactly true. Not pretty, not pretty at all. But they got that done, and we're going to go through coming up next, we're going to look at the full top 25 and some big games. You know, I'm wearing a different color today.
We're sitting here, and I know two people who would love to be here to give you some.
I'm wearing a different color, trying to pull out some burgundy. So we'll talk about that at the top of the next segment.
I think they would call it crimson, though. I don't think they would say burgundy. I think they would call it crimson.
Exactly.
But we'll talk about that.
Exactly. But first, we wanted to talk about something that is so important and dear to our hearts, and that's the work of the American Red Cross. You know, we're still in the heart of hurricane seasons and other disasters. I think hurricane season will actually go through November. Yeah. And then every 8 minutes there's a disaster. And then we know how often people get sick and things happen and you don't know if you're going to need blood. This is the 29th, so we still have another day or two of September, and it is sickle cell anemia month. And so it's very important that we, especially African Americans, go out and give blood. Absolutely. Especially this month. That's right. All the time, but especially a focus this month on sickle cell. So that's what we want you to do. Go to AmericanRedCross.org, find out where the mobile units are, where you can go. You can make an appointment. They make it very easy now. Very easy. You can actually go online and you can make an appointment and come in, and as long as you haven't eaten and followed all the rules, they pretty much get right to you. So we want you to do that. And if you've already given blood, or you say I can't give blood, what else can I do? You can also volunteer. And you can find out all the ways that you can volunteer by going to AmericanRedCross.org/volunteer. So make sure you do that. Well, we're going to talk top 25 coming up next. We'll be right back on the Sports Shop.
Let's go.
It's the vibe for me, the Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Hey, Carolina Panthers fans, it's Dennis Cox from 99.9 The Fan. For all the inside information on your team, join me and my co-host, WRAL TV's Chris Lee, for our podcast, Panthers Playbook, presented by Wake Orthopedics. In every episode, we'll keep you up to date on your Panthers, and we'll do it with access only we can provide. Locker room insight, exclusive interviews, and in-depth looks at every Panthers game. Follow and subscribe to Panthers Playbook wherever you discover your favorite podcasts, or watch on YouTube.
Hey Charlotte, are you ready for the ultimate food experience? Then you need to head over to Dame's Chicken and Waffles with locations in Durham, Cary, and Greensboro. Dame is where you will find award-winning chicken and the most unique waffle flavors around.
Whether you're planning a private party, public event, or corporate gathering, Dame's has your catering needs covered. We offer catering for any and all occasions. Imagine your next event with our delicious chicken and waffles. Your guests will be talking about it for weeks.
Join us on Thursdays for live music that perfectly complements your dining experience. It's the perfect way to enjoy a great meal and some great tunes.
Don't forget to visit our website at damechickenandwaffles.com. That's damechickenandwaffles.com. And follow us on social media for the latest updates, special offers, and mouth-watering photos of our dishes. Come on, get smeared by the best.
Dame's Chicken and Waffles, where great food and great times meet. See you soon, Charlotte.
The law offices of Gregory and R. Williams, PLLC, is here to serve your legal needs in the areas of personal injury, estate planning, civil litigation, and traffic matters. Whether you were injured through no fault of your own in an auto accident, or if you need to complete or update your will, your power of attorney, living will, or trust, or if you're injured through breach of contract, contact GRW Law, where we protect the injured and counsel the uninsured. You can reach us at 919-282-4696, or you can visit us on the web at grw-law.com.
Hey, this is Mike Golick Jr. from Westwood One. My dad and I are here every week to get you ready for Monday Night Football. We'll have exclusive game previews and interviews, plus updates on the big news from the weekend. Then, it's the exclusive play-by-play action with Kevin Harlan, Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, and the entire Westwood One team. Join us every week for Monday Night Football.
Right here on The Buzz.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 25 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shields Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 or in Mississippi.
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
This is what WRAL weather coverage sounds like.
Thunderstorm warning right now in the WRAL Severe Weather Center.
When your safety is a priority.
An indication that there is a tornado on the ground, so get in your safe spot
in this area, get in your safe spot right now.
With the tools that make a difference.
WRAL Storm Tracker is inside the storm.
WRAL has the only dual Doppler radar in Wade County.
Hear it and see it every day.
It looks like the storm is doing exactly what we predicted to do.
That's WRAL News. Weather coverage you can count on.
Quality healthcare rental services can raise the image of your entire facility. When you use top quality linens and uniforms from Alsco, you can be assured you will receive industry certified, hygienically clean, quality linens with every delivery, saving your facility money in the long run while enhancing your facility's professional reputation. Call 1-800-408-0208 or visit alsco.com. Again, that's ALSCO.com to learn more.
Hey, son, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, Pops.
What's on your mind?
I can't explain it. Navigating without a compass, eyes waiting, started to wonder. Metamorphosis, the loss of who you thought you was.
When your kid can't find the language, help them find the lyrics. Listen to the Sound It Out album and get tips and tools to start a conversation at sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by Ad Council and Pivotal Ventures.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Favorite artist. I love Frank. Uh-oh. I just want to hear this part. I never want to be your weekend lover. We want to be with you Monday through Friday, right here on 99.9 HD2 or 104.5 FM, 620 AM. And in Detroit, 107.5 HD2. And that would be the Sports Shop with you Monday through Friday with Reese, Kmac, and they are actually on location this morning. And in the studio, we have Mr. Hump with us. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
And we have the extraordinary producer. Hey, how you doing this morning?
Doing well, feeling good.
Purple Rain. So any reason why you chose Purple Rain? I love
Hump mentioned rain, so I just thought about songs where there was rain mentioned. So.
And he rocking a purple hoodie today.
Exactly. He's got his purple on. Well, I don't know if it's raining all the way in Louisiana or not, but we've got Chuck with us, one of our loyal co-hosts. How you doing, Chuck?
Hey, good morning to you all, and good morning, Hump. I see you in the studio today. I see you three are holding down the fort.
Whee!
But I was looking at some of you playing Prince. His father's from right here in Louisiana, from over in northwestern Louisiana, in Cotton Valley, Louisiana, right? There's a town named Minden, Louisiana. That's where John Nelson was from. But what happened, during Black migration, he migrated to Minneapolis, and that's how Prince ended up being born and raised in Minneapolis. And my reason for calling you, I was just talking about the game days. That Virginia Florida State game. What happened? I thought about you all's friend, Dr. Stroman, and that's our alma mater, UVA.
That's right.
And what happened? I fell asleep. What happened? After a long week of work, I felt the television was watching me, and I woke up. I found out that they had won in double overtime. But what happened? I woke up to Oregon State and Houston. Oregon State had the game, and what happened? Houston fought back in the game and sent the game to overtime, and Houston pulled it out by a field goal, 27-24 in Corvallis, Oregon, and Oregon State hasn't won a game this season.
Wow!
And I know y'all covered Y'all covered Wake Forest and Georgia Tech. I watched them, but there's another one with overtime in Happy Valley, State College, Pennsylvania. University of Oregon came in there and beat Penn State there among all that white. And I'm gonna land on this one on College Game Day, ESPN College Game Day. You saw them wearing that white. I hope Robert Foster doesn't come in. Brother Foster, don't get offended by this. I know you were part of the faith, but when I saw them with that white on, I thought about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints because they look the way they were dressed like temple attire with all that white on, and that's gonna be my landing gear. I know he's happy that BYU beat Colorado. I did stay up to watch that game. Yes.
Late start there.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, Chuck, appreciate that. The white out, man. I tell you, it's something to see. It's something to see, and it didn't work out for him this weekend.
No, it didn't. You all take care.
All right,
Thank
take
you,
care,
Chuck. Thanks for calling.
All right.
And Chuck, as I mentioned, is one of our co-hosts who calls in regularly. We also have our other co-hosts out there this morning, and we want to say good morning to them. Good morning, Kendrick. We just talked to Chuck. Hey, Vicky, we got Vicky out there. James Blackwell. Hello, sis. My sister's out there. Nisa. Who else did we have on there? So, and others that aren't chiming in yet. So, thank you guys, and make sure you chime in, and you can also call us.
That's right.
And we have, I mentioned that we had Reese and Kmac on location this morning. I knew one in particular would definitely make his way to calling in on this morning. So, he's somewhere, wherever he is. I think we have Reese.
I wonder what's the first thing he's going to talk about.
I don't know.
Well,
Virginia Tech, or let's talk about Virginia Tech.
You want to talk about Duke? Wait a damn minute. Obviously, it's not the first thing you guys talking about. Y'all went through about 10 damn games.
And we ain't hit it yet.
I'm like, okay, they're not doing this on purpose. I know Pam definitely doing it on purpose. I can't believe that. I mean, Virginia Tech State, okay, whatever. But y'all talking about Duke, Syracuse? Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, it's ACC. We wanted to hit that top ACC games that were going on, and then we were going to move to the national game.
Who else played, Reese?
No, trust me. It's a lot. It's two other teams played, and that game was incredible, man. And just to let you know, Pam.
Yes.
Your crew went down in some kind of way. I don't know what's going on with Kirby Smart. He's like 1-11 against 1-12 or whatever against Alabama.
Can't beat him.
I know. Well,
everybody said it was Nick Saban. Now even Nick owned him. Then Kevin Du Bois, 2 games he played him already. He's been successful. But it was a great game. You guys had to agree that thing was good. It was a good game, man.
It was a good game, and they sent me this. Like, he knows exactly what it is because they sent me this graphic. Bama has won 10 of its last 11 games against Georgia.
That's right. And I think Kirby got 9 of those games, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
1-8 against them as a head coach. Great game plan by Alabama, man. They came in, talk about scheming out a game and executing. They came in and played their butts off in between the hedges in a hostile environment, took the win. You got to be proud there, Reese. Your boy showed up.
Yeah, man. I wasn't at the game, but I was in the state. I was in Atlanta, and I was watching the game at one of my favorite spots, the Red Phone Booth, and of course. 100 people in there, one Alabama fan. Everybody was rooting for Georgia. So,
that's right.
When Alabama did that thing, it was incredible. Shout out to, you spot on the scheme that they had. They scored in the points second half, but they did enough the first half to get it done. Yeah. It's just something about Alabama and Kirby Smart. I don't know. They're not intimidated. They're not scared. They go in there. And again, playing the first time, I guess we played in Georgia since 2015. I mean, 10 years. Mm-hmm. And, went there, owned them. But Ty Simpson, the boy, did a great job. And, Ryan Williams dropped that doggone touchdown pass, which got on my nerve a little bit. But they got some really they got about 3 or 4 other dudes, man, at the wide receiver position. Jam Miller came back for the first time this whole season, running back. Mm-hmm. And how about that call, third and when they had to have that to seal the game, the bootleg, and they threw the ball to Jam Miller in the flat. And, of course, he somewhat fell down on purpose, so he wouldn't stop the clock. It was just good football, man. Really good football.
I'm still smarting over big number 74 getting the ball in the flat and running over everybody.
Proctor.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Hey, and that was designed that way.
Yes, it was.
What's his name? Caden Proctor or something like that?
Yeah, Proctor. Here's the crazy part about it. That was on a crucial time of the game, too.
Absolutely.
It wasn't like it was a first drive or something.
No.
They was down by the goal line, and Big Boy was...
Yeah, they dug in the bag on that. He was rumbling. I wanted him to get in. Because he was rumbling.
He almost got in.
He almost got in.
Company, man.
Yes, sir.
It was... And when I saw that play, I said to myself, yeah, man, we're going to win this thing. Because they came out with all kind of cool plays like that. They kept... Georgia defensively off balance, man. I thought that had a lot to do with it as well.
I agree, and I think the game plan they had, they came out, they executed, like you said, Reese, in the first half, and then Georgia made an adjustment at halftime. They came out in the second half, but kudos to the coaching staff at Bama because they did some in-game adjustments in the second half to get the win, and to the point, that play to the big boy out in the flats, I mean, they just dug deep in the bag. And it's like, okay, you counter, we're going to counter back with this.
Right. And that's what Coach DeBoer said. He said that they gave it everything. They just put it all out there.
Mm-hmm. Now, the crazy part about it, and I'll get back to the game, the follow-up is going to be they play Vanderbilt this weekend. Mm-hmm. Vanderbilt's playing really, really good. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how – I know a lot about this team. It depends on how they play Vanderbilt. But back to the game. Pam, you got anything you want to say? Because you've been talking the whole damn week.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying they played a great game. And they left it out there. Well, you see, today I'm wearing a few different mixed colors that you would see on the campus of Alabama. You know, like
I can get the alley to work because I wanted you guys to see me because I have my Alabama hat on today, baby. Yes, right.
Oh, Lord. But I would just say celebrate. A win is a win.
A win is a win.
You know, and you got. You know, I agree with you 100%. Bama has Georgia's number, but there are a whole lot of other numbers coming up over the next few weeks, and I think you need to wear, make sure that you got Vanderbilt. Let's make sure you got Vanderbilt's number, and then we'll go from there. We'll talk again after next week about Alabama.
No, we're gonna talk. We can talk right now.
But celebrate the win. I mean, celebrate.
People tell me that was a win is a win. That's what you say when you have nothing else to say.
Exactly.
A win is a win.
Exactly. And you already said it, and you sent it to me. I mean, they've won 10 of the last 11. So there are some teams that we got their number. But that didn't mean we come up in the number 1 to 10. But you did make 10 in the new AP poll.
You're number 10. Yay. Up 7 spots. All right.
So you moving on up.
Oh, okay. That's low shade right there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, baby steps. You got to walk before you run.
Outside of that game, I'm not sure you guys talked about it yet, but the Penn State Oregon, that was crazy too because, that coach at Penn State, if you're in the top 10, you're not gonna. You can beat Penn State all day long. Penn State cannot be the top 10 team. Save his life.
Yeah,
but they still number 7, Reese. How they still ranked above Bama?
They hating on Bama because they should be like 11 or 12. I can't believe that.
4 spots, and they're still 3 spots ahead of Alabama.
Yeah, and that just seems to happen with. I don't know how they do that, but they want to keep them up in the AP poll. They want within the top 10 all the time.
Hey, just like the players said, it's Alabama against everybody. We just gotta stand our ground. We gotta do what we gotta do, baby. That's what we do.
Hey, hold tight. Look, and like you said, they gotta show up next week against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's putting up some numbers. They're putting up points. So that defense better show up for sure, and they better have a game plan for them. Don't get snuck.
And we actually have that, Reese, the new poll that's out now. Just looking at who moved up and who moved down in the top 10.
Who's number two?
Oregon.
Oregon
up 4 spots.
Yeah, Oregon went up. Miami went down. Miami's 3. Ole Miss went up 9.
With the win over LSU. Big win over LSU at home.
Yeah, that was big. Oklahoma went up 2 spots at number 5.
Reese, Oklahoma went up 2 spots, didn't play a game, and have their starting quarterback out with a hand surgery. And they're still 5 spots ahead of Alabama.
Still, yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But you know, the thing is, we right where we want to be. They stay right there, and maybe they feel disrespected because ranked number 10 after beating one of the top 5 teams in the country. But that's cool. And but we're in the right spot. We want to be stay right there, and we're going to move up as the weeks get older. We're just going to be the number 1 spot at the end of the season. That's what we want.
Well, that's right. That? It ain't how you start; it's how you finish.
That's what I say all the time. But Pam,
yes, I'm here.
I'm not gonna let you get away with this mess. I mean, you all week. You know, you are so lucky. Actually, I was upset that we weren't gonna be in today. By the way, we were over in Prestonwood.
Tell us about where you are. That's more important.
We're in Prestonwood Country Club playing in the SAS Championship Media Day. They have a media day every year, and of course, we got the SAS tournament coming up next week, along with the HBCU Invitational. Next week, we'll have a few people on. Of course, gonna have a lot of people. Actually, gonna have people from my alma mater, Alabama A&M. Of course, they got the men and women teams from North Carolina A&T State University. So you can. And they always play well in that tournament. So all that's going on next week. But we're gonna be, I guess, we have the backstroke or I don't know. It's raining out here right now, so we're going to see how that goes. By the way, you're right. What? Are you on the team? Yeah, my name out there. Yeah, I'm out there now. We'll see.
Hey, did you get your tune up this week?
Yeah. I'm straight. I'm ready to go.
All right.
But hey, next year you got to join us, man. Next year you got to join us. Then we can leave Pam in the studio talking junk about Alabama by herself. So there you go.
Hey, I'm gonna have to head over and get me some lessons, and then I'll come on out there and play with you guys.
Yeah, no, trust me. You don't need to get any lessons to play with me. You can just walk out here and start playing.
I didn't want to say that. I was gonna let him say it. Sometimes you just see if people really gonna be honest.
Oh, look at the time. I gotta go. To breakfast.
That's it, and we gotta go too. So we want to make sure that you stay tuned and have a great game out there, Reese. Don't embarrass us.
Keep it in the fairway, Reese.
Keep it in the fairway. And everyone else, keep it locked in. We'll be right back. We're going to talk NFL when we get back.
Awesome.
Now back to the Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac on Buzz Sports Radio and WRL Sports Plus TV.
Tonight, your forecast calls for Hurricanes hockey.
Kotkaniemi shoots and scores! Svechnikov puts it onto the tape, and Kotkaniemi whistles it past Tarasov.
Storm Watch with Adam Gold at 5:30. Puck drop at 6.
Shot on for the score on the power play. Logan Stankoven with the net front.
On your exclusive home for the Carolina Hurricanes, 99.9 The Fan.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today, 919-200-4000. That's 919-200-4000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into the Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just a game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs, and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
Pam Thompson-Smith, and we are with Dr. Stroman. So tell us, Dr. Stroman, what are you up to in the new year?
I'm excited. I'm fired up about Race Realities Costa, as in I am encouraging men of color to go to Costa Rica for a leadership immersion like no other. Well, it starts with thinking about your purpose and where you're going, where you've been, but also being in a space where men are learning and sharing with one another. Everything from faith to family to business to relationship to money, all of those things. I think going to Costa Rica, the magical place of healing, because we are going to have some fun now, but I just have amazing facilitators, licensed therapists, leaders in their professions, and we're going to guide and we're going to coach. I'm encouraging everyone to go to racerealities.com to check us out. We've got 2 retreats this year in May and in October. Yes, let's do it. Lead, liberate, and love.
Have you ever experienced a wish come true? For a child battling a critical illness, a wish come true can be a turning point. One song, one dance, one game, one adventure, one moment changes everything. Make-A-Wish needs your support to grant the wish of every eligible child. Visit wish.org now to help grant more life-changing wishes. Together, we can transform lives, one wish at a time.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to protect people's health, to preserve magnificent places and wildlife, and to combat climate change. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Big truck accidents can cause life-changing injuries, and life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money. I know big truck wrecks, and I know how to fight those big insurance companies. If you've been hurt by a big truck, contact us at ritchielaw.com. I'm on top of it.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want. We've been together for a few years.
All right.
Shed a few tears, called each other nicknames.
You are listening to the Sports Shop with Reese. Kmac, I am Pam Thompson-Smith. The firm, Reese and Kmac, are out on location, and we have Mr. Hump in the studio with us. We have our amazing producer, A, and you are listening on 99.9 HD2, 104.5 FM, 620 AM. And we're so excited to be in Detroit on 107.5 HD2. So lots of NFL football. Lots to talk about. You know, we have a caller on, so we're going to start with a real important game, if you want to call it that, because it's got a lot of chatter now going on after. So we'll start talking about those Eagles. And so we'll bring on another co-host to help us facilitate this conversation. Hello, James. How are you?
What's going on, Pam? How y'all doing this morning in that studio?
We are doing good, but how are you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing great this morning. I'm doing great this morning. My Eagles won. My Eagles are 4-0. My Eagles are 4-0. We went to Tampa Bay and we won a game.
So is that another win is a win? Because, it could have went either way.
It was sketchy there for a minute.
Right down to the wire.
Hey, Pam, we was up 24-6. We just didn't come back out of the locker room.
Is that what happened?
We didn't come back out of the locker room at halftime.
Oh, y'all ready to go back?
We stayed in the locker room.
Y'all ready to take the flight back?
In the locker room. Yeah, we stayed in the locker room. But other than that, hey, we gonna say a win is a win. An ugly win, but it was a win. That was a win. That's my good look of this weekend. We won the game. We 4-0. We won the game. But I saw a game last night. I'm trying to.
Before you go, we got some other conversation we want to have with you on the Eagles.
So I heard that A.J. Brown want to have a little church after the game.
Yes,
he want to have some Bible. He want to have some Bible study.
Yeah, he went to the Bible. He want to have a Bible study. I won't dare to have it with him because I was there. I would have talked to him a little bit. Explained to him.
He went Mark 6:11 on y'all.
Yeah, no, he did. He said, "Shake the dust off your feet."
Come on.
He went there on it. He said, "Shake the dust off your feet." Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on with him?
What's going on with him
and Jalen? What's the beef?
Listen. Hey, Jaden Hurts was forcing passes to A.J. Brown yesterday. They targeted him 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. They targeted him 9 times. They forced some passes to him that they shouldn't have threw to him. They forced him to run. Saquon Barkley ain't getting open like he was last year. We trying to force stuff instead of playing football. Let the game kind of – you got too many weapons on the team to just focus in on one person.
That's right.
You got Devontae Smith. You got Dallas Goedert. You got Saquon Barkley. You got A.J. Brown. You got all these weapons, man. At some point, you got to see that your team is stacked. You got to accept the wins any way they come. This week might not be your week, but next week might be your week. You got to be patient. Did he read that scripture in the Bible that says talk about patience?
He didn't read that one.
He didn't read that one. He read the other one.
He read that one. He was talking about not being welcome.
Yeah, because he went on, James, he did a tweet that said, if you're not welcome, not listened to quietly, withdraw. Don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way. So does that mean he might be ready to be on his way, James? I'm just asking for a friend.
You know who our GM is? How will give him his wish.
He will.
How will give him his wish.
How won't play around with him.
No, he don't play around with him. He'll give him his wish. It wouldn't even surprise me if this be his last year.
Uh-huh.
You think
it wouldn't surprise me if this would be his last year.
You think he'd pull the trigger before the trade deadline?
It wouldn't surprise me. Don't nothing surprise me about Howard no more. Don't nothing surprise. That's what you want to do? Because at some point, you got to be willing to accept you just won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You're 4 weeks into a new season, man. You're 4 weeks into a new season. You got a new offensive coordinator, and you 4-0. Man, you got 17 games to play, buddy. Everything can turn around, man. You're 4-0, 4 weeks into a new season with a new offensive coordinator. Be patient, brother. Be patient. Be patient.
I'll give credit where credit is due. They are finding ways to win that's not traditional.
Yes.
They're getting it done with special teams. They're getting it done with defense. And they're telling the NFL, you want to ban the tush push? All right, we got something else for you. We're going to run some plays out the tush push.
I know. That was
pretty
nice
creative.
That was genius.
That was pretty creative. And they did it twice.
Yeah, because like Saquon Barkley said, I know I'm struggling right now, and the holes ain't opening up like they was last year.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we winning, while we finding our way, that's all it's about.
Yeah.
But A.J. Brown been doing this for the last 2 years, man. He been doing this for the last 2 years. So, hey, we used to it by now, but don't keep pushing Howard, buddy, because Howard send you back to Tennessee, to the Tennessee Titans, where you can get all your stats that you want and you're gonna be what Tennessee Titans 0-4.
Hey, they need some help.
On a 0-4 team.
Cam Ward didn't tell you what they feel. He's like, how they play, Cam? I can't even say the word what Cam said.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want to do that.
No, we can't say that on these airways.
He kept it a buck.
Now, there was something else that you needed to talk about or get off your chest, James? Was it the NC State loss? NC State loss?
Yeah, two more things. NC State, we need to go ahead and get rid of that coach. Enough is enough.
He's firing the coach.
Wow.
Enough is enough. We keep winning 9 games a year, 8, 9 games a year, going to some bowl, the grass bowl, the purple bowl, the orange bowl. Listen, enough is enough. It's time for him to go. You can't lose to Duke 1 week, then come back and lose to Virginia Tech in your own gym.
Yeah.
That's in your own stadium in the next week. 4th and 1. Why are you not running the ball? All you need is a field goal. You win the game, and you trying to pass on 4th and 1. Run on 4th and 1. The clock gonna stop when you get a first down, and then you can spike the ball and go to 2nd down. I don't know what we be thinking. I don't know what our coach thinking, but it's time for him to go. Me personally, it's time for him to go. But I saw a game last night that both teams. I'm trying to figure out how both teams lose. Both teams lose. You play 4 quarters of football, then you play overtime, and both teams still lose. Don't know how to win.
It depends on your perspective. I mean, it depends on your perspective.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm asking for a friend, Pam. What's up with that?
I mean, as a Dallas fan, we feel like we won. That's a win.
What?
You know, we didn't lose.
Wow.
It's not going.
It's tied. It ain't in the W column. It ain't in the L column. It's in the T column.
And as far as expectations were concerned, I think we delivered way past that.
Exceeded.
Wow.
Exceeded expectations. Actually, but here's the problem with it. It gives a false sense of hope to Dallas Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
Very false sense of hope.
That's what it does. That's what it does.
Oh, we good. We gonna turn this around.
Man, I saw it, and we just I don't know, we overcompensate sometimes as a fan. Somebody, and he wasn't even a fan; it was a critic. But he was like, the way Dak is playing, I know people are so negative with Dak, but he should be in the number for MVP. I said, what?
Wow. Okay, now wait a minute. Now.
Wow.
Look how close. You know, his numbers to Love were so close, and it just. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. If James heard that, he probably would get sick.
So if your team is 1, 2, and 1.
1, 2, and 1.
1, 2, 1.
And 1. And you talking about MVP? Come on, man. Come on, man. Wow.
That's the talk. Wow. That's how that talk go when the star get up on the screen.
That's it, because he's wearing that star. And, you know.
But he played lights out last night.
He did.
Dak
you
had
got
a
to
great
give
game.
him that, James.
Got to give him that, James. He had a great game last night.
No, I ain't giving him nothing, pal. You know that. I ain't giving him nothing, pal. I ain't giving him nothing. I'm disappointed in Green Bay. I'm disappointed in Green Bay because that should have been a blowout. I don't know what Green Bay thinking. I don't know what they could think. I don't know. But it was a loss in my book because now they need to change the rules. They done changed the rules for overtime one time in NFL. But they need to change them again. That you should not let 2 teams be tied like that. Listen, you got to play sudden death if you got to go to another overtime. Whoever scores first win the game. That's what it got to be. You can't let 2 teams walk off the field tied. No, they got to figure out another way.
So you don't like the Josh Allen rule?
Wow.
No.
They wanted Josh to have that ball so he could beat Patrick Mahomes. They didn't get a chance to touch it.
I don't mind both of them getting the ball, but you shouldn't stop the game when it's tied like that. You ought to get somebody. You ought to go to a certain depth where somebody, whoever score after this, they win the game.
That's fair.
Just walking off the field.
They might want to revisit that one next time they get together.
Yeah. But Pam, I just called to mess with you.
I know you did.
And I know my man K. I know Kmac trying to hide because them Commanders went down.
We ain't talked about that yet. That's coming.
We haven't got there yet, but it's coming. But he picked a great day to be out on location.
Yeah, yeah. He just picked that yesterday afternoon after he saw that score. He was finna be there this morning. He picked that. Yeah, now I'm going to go on over here. What Reese said he going, I'm going with him. I'm going with Kmac.
Yeah, they're together.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, James. I appreciate you calling in, and I knew you were going to call in about Dallas, but I think you should be a little concerned about your Eagles. How many completions did Jalen have in the second half?
I think it rhymes with Hero.
Zero. Yeah, Hero rhymes with zero. And you have no concerns, but we'll talk about them later.
Mm-hmm. No concerns at all, Pam. We don't won 4 straight games. You win the games any way you can win them, Pam.
Okay.
Listen, Pam.
All right, James. Well, you have a great start to your week, sir.
That's it, Pam. You win any way you want to win, Pam. So it is what it is. And I'm a diehard Eagle fan.
You are,
and
yes.
I got a page. They got an Eagle fan page, and you'll be surprised how many people saying they tired of AJ Brown right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it don't make no sense. We 4 games into the season. Calm down, brother.
Yeah. And what goes on at home, keep it at home. Don't put it out there. Are you talking to your leaders? Which he's saying he did. So we'll see what happens with that. But thank you again, James. We are up against it.
Y'all have a great one.
All right, you too. Yeah, okay. More to come on that. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what happens with A.J. Brown.
It will be.
And, because it's kind of like a little cryptic post. Is he saying that, he wants to leave or?
Yeah, say it with your chest. Go on and say it with your chest.
Yeah, stand 10 toes down. Say it.
And go have a conversation with your quarterback, and then y'all come out.
Don't use social media to do it for you. What you got, A?
I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me,
I guess that's what he's saying. Look, y'all ain't giving it. Give me the ball. We'll be back, and we got
Listen
more.
every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
Finally, the Panthers had somebody give the game to them rather than vice versa. All the Panthers had to do was let the Falcons keep making mistakes. Let Michael Penix keep making mistakes, and the Panthers were wise enough to get out of Atlanta's way and let them give the game to Carolina 30-0. Hopefully it builds confidence.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Earl Reese with the S, here to discuss a topic that literally is near and dear to my heart. About 5 years ago, I underwent heart bypass surgery to remove blockages and improve my overall cardiovascular health. My experience highlights the importance of heart health, and I wanted to list my top 10 steps we can all take to protect our hearts. Number 1, stay active. Number 2, eat a balanced diet. Number 3, quit smoking. Number 4, manage stress. Number 5, monitor your health. Number 6, maintain a healthy weight. Number 7, limit your alcohol intake. Number 8, get enough sleep. Number 9, stay hydrated. Number 10, know the signs: chest pains, shortness of breath, and dizziness, and seek medical attention if you experience any of these symptoms. My personal story is a reminder of the importance of heart health. By taking proactive steps, we can all work towards a healthier heart and a longer, more fulfilling life. Let's go.
Ready to plug into the future and save big? Charge up the savings at Wilkinson Chevrolet GMC in Sanford with up to $5,500 off a new 2025 Chevrolet Equinox EV-RS. Includes Wilkinson discount and customer cash. See dealer for details. Plus, this is the last month to get in on the $7,500 federal EV tax credit. This electrifying deal ends at the end of this month, so hurry to Wilkinson Chevrolet GMC in Sanford or online at wilkinsoncars.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plates, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Struggling with high interest debt? You can pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Dennis Cox. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Loan Pronto, instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is A+ rated by the BBB and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Their service is off the charts. Call now to start the conversation. 919-381-1760, loanpronto.com. 919-381-1760. Get debt relief now. Loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender. NMLS 166171 on approved credit. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
It's Jasmine from The Sports Shop. The Sports Shop is presented in part by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Everyone loves the Alsco Injury Report featuring the Alsco First Aid Kit. So stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491 to get your free personal first aid kit. That's right, you can get your own personal first aid kit for free. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491. Stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491.
Why? Why do we ignore the things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right? The answer to why defines who we are. So if you see something, why do you say something?
I see safe for my friends.
For my community.
For my family.
For each other. Because all of this matters. We all have something worth protecting. So why do you see safe? Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
In World War I, American fighter pilots covering a plane's rear position coined the phrase, "I've got your six," to mean I've got your back. Through their service, veterans have our backs. Now we should have theirs. Learn more at gotyoursix.org using the number 6.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Workers' comp can be tricky, but my law firm will be on top of all the complicated paperwork and sneaky deadlines so that all of your I's are dotted and T's are crossed. If you've been hurt on the job, I'm on top of it. Contact us at ritchielaw.com.
Your home for the Durham Bulls. WCMC HD2 HD3 Holly Springs, WDNC AM Durham, and WCLY AM Raleigh. The Buzz.
I'm WRAL meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. We will see rainy conditions for today and tomorrow. Some of the rain may be heavy at times, but all total for the next couple of days, we're looking at under 2 inches of rain, so we're not expecting any flooding. 73 the high for today, mid-60s tonight, and tomorrow's high, 71.
As always, you can visit the Sports Shop website, thesportshopradio.com, to catch up on all things Sports Shop. Help put together by our friends at Could Have Allies. Could Have Allies believes that everyone deserves great marketing, no matter your budget. The team at Could Have Allies can help you with everything digital. That means a logo design or a new website. If you are a small business owner who needs a little help with marketing, you should reach out. Visit couldhaveallies.com or send an email to marketing@couldhaveallies.com.
Pimps in the crib, ma. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. And if a get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I'm over best cause I got it going on.
I'm a nice dude with some nice dreams. See these ice cubes, see these ice creams. Eligible bachelor, $1 million bow. That's whiter than what's spilling down your throat.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac. I am Pam Thompson-Smith, the firm. We have our studio guest co-host with us, Mr. Hump. Good to see you.
Good to be here. Good
Hanging
to be
out
here.
with me. And, of course, our extraordinary producer, Alex, is in the building. But we also have another co-host with us that we're going to bring on in just a few minutes. And you can hear us again on 99.9 HD2, also on 104.5 FM, 620 AM. And also, we're excited. Detroit, Michigan, 107.5 in
though?
the afternoon. What up, though? What up, though? I would say that to Shakai. How you doing, Shakai? Thank you for holding.
Good morning. I'm doing fantastic. How you doing, Pamela?
I'm doing good.
It's all your fault, Pam.
What happened? So much happened this weekend, but which one are you blaming on me?
Well, let's start with Friday. You're sitting between Kevin McClendon and Reese wearing a Georgia sweatshirt.
I did.
And that carried over to Sunday. But I digress. I don't want to talk about that first. Let's talk about the victory. We're on the victory tour right now, Pam.
Okay.
Let's talk about the New York Football Giants.
Yeah. I knew it.
Ticker tape parade coming.
Hey, listen. On my social media, I popping bottles. I got the dust mites off our Super Bowl ring. I had on the LT jersey.
Oh my.
The was in the mud, the ring, the cigar. Hey.
Oh my.
It's good to you.
That is good. I think Jackson Dark said, "Don't count me out." All those questions, all the negativity, the too soon. Is he ready? Yeah. What's your answer to all of that, Shakai? I think he showed us, right?
He looked ready to me. Look, what he showed me, when I knew he was ready, I liked his touchdown dance. Let's get that screen working behind it.
Oh, he been practicing.
He had some time to practice for that one.
That is for sure.
He got a two-step in him.
Yeah, you say you stay ready. You don't have to get ready. He's been practicing that one for a minute.
He's been ready on that one. He's been ready on the Jackson Dart era has begun.
The bad news was that we may have lost my guy Malik, man. Maybe ACL, man. I'm telling you, the ACLs are undefeated.
They are definitely undefeated.
We'll take the victory. And I got a special shout out. Kmac, as my friend James told us, he decided not to come at the very last minute. He decided, I'll come pick you up.
No. He did have this event already planned.
Okay, you take it up for your boy.
Yeah, he did have this event already planned, yes. They're on assignment, but it's a good day to be out.
That's a great day for him to be out. Great day for him to be out.
So we don't have to, he doesn't have to take the heat about the Commanders' loss.
That's right.
That's true. But good look, bad look. Hey, good look to the Tar Heels. They're still undefeated in the ACC, man.
That is good. That's good. That's right.
And my friend, you look good at Carolina Blue. He representing.
I'm trying to put a little Carolina Blue into the scene.
Carolina Blue on, yes.
Hey, they putting in that work this week. They're going to come out a new team after this bye week.
There you go. Look, on bye victory, look, he spent a whole lot of money. Bill Belichick
coming to the stage near you in Chicago. That was good.
Tell Belichick to cut a check.
Belichick, we do the victory. I love you guys.
We love you too.
Hey, and let's pull for A-Town tonight at the Jets. Buffalo wins, the Giants win. We need a victory, A-Town. Go Jets.
Go Jets.
Go Jets.
Jets.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
We love you too.
Take care,
Thanks
Scott.
for calling. And so we want to go back a little bit. We were talking about Dallas.
Yeah.
The Stars. The Stars were out last night.
Stars were out.
Yes, with a 40
television.
to 40. What do you call it? You can't say 40 to 40. A 40 to 40 tie.
A 40 to 40 tie. I don't think anybody got their head wrapped around how they accept that. The press conferences were just like, blah.
Yes.
Like, how are you supposed to? Are you happy you tie? Are you sad that you?
I mean,
I
guess I'd rather tie than have an L.
Again, you come back to. This is going to be played up to we belong. We went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the NFC. This is Dallas fans going to be excited. There's something to be excited about on the offensive side, but on the defensive side,
sucks.
Good gracious.
In my Pringly voice, it's trash.
Trash. It was terrible. And the coverage, injuries in the secondary. They couldn't cover the nose if they were sneezing. Diggs played a solid game in terms of coming up making tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Bland hurt his toe, I guess, lacked in some coverage. But they are soft in the middle. They held their ground up front and pretty much shut Jacobs down on the run.
Yeah,
which was pretty impressive considering how they had been gashed early in the season. So, and offensively. Without CD, Dak put up some big numbers. 3 touchdowns, rush for 1, over 300 yards. And George Pickens,
The new go-to. The new go-to.
He had a couple touchdowns. So he can't be mad at it. But Romeo Doubs had 3 touchdowns last night.
Yes.
Wish I had him on my fantasy squad, sitting out there on the waiver wire. But great game. You can't be mad at the game. The outcome left a little bit to be desired.
Yeah.
But,
Let's hear from Dak. We talked about, how does it feel, when you end the game with a tie? So Dak, is going to tell us a little bit about how he felt about the tie.
Very. Yeah, you don't play the game for ties. I told y'all before, I don't care about the stats. I don't care about the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. I just care about the end result and the win. And so when you don't get that, right now it's tough for me. Guess 10 years in, the first tie I've been a part of, it's hard to kind of wrap my head around it because I know I'd feel a hell of a lot worse if it was a loss. But I'm not satisfied. Not that I would be if we won, but yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Right. Well, speaking of weird feelings, it's in the said. Let's see what Jerry Jones had to say about the tie.
It's in the said.
There's nobody in here, obviously, that I'm going to let in any way I can put the loss part of the tie on them. I'm proud of this bunch. They competed their tails off in here tonight. They competed out there at the end when they were tired. I'm proud of them. And I thought we played well enough to win the game. I'm sick for these guys, sick for these players, sick for these coaches, and mostly sick for our fans that we didn't bring home a win. But I am proud of the way we competed tonight.
Proud of the way they competed tonight. And we have a caller in, one of our co-hosts. I want to go to him too. Okay. But before that, I wanted to ask you a question. Sure. Before the game, last week, everybody's, Micah had some things to say. Yeah. People said he should have, been honored as he comes back into the AT&T Stadium. Yeah. That was when I said that, I thought they were going to lose their minds in here. But it was almost like Micah who last night?
Pretty much to the overtime.
To the overtime. So let's hear what Micah Parsons has to say on playing against his old team.
For me, bro, there's only one thing for me, and I told y'all from the beginning. All I know is go. So from the snap of that football, it was just about killing 4. And now it's on to whoever the Bengals got up, just killing that opponent. I just didn't think we did a great job today.
Okay, you're right.
He went, he was right. And he went on to say he wasn't just pointing the finger at anyone. He said it's a team effort. Yes. He said that they need to get more focus. It was just ironic to me that he shows all this leadership now, and he's 4 games in with a new team. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear that leadership when he was in Dallas. I didn't hear him coming out and talking about what the team needs to do. It was a little Micah show more than anything else.
He made noise. He talked a lot.
But
it wasn't like he's talking now and real positive about the team and just being the leader in the locker room.
Interesting.
But speaking of leaders, how you doing, Adam? How you doing, family?
What's up, Sports Shop family? Man, I thought Jerry Jones was about to pull a Kmac there and say, I'm proud of what they could have been.
That's right.
Pam.
That's right. I'm proud of what they could have been.
Competed. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of what they could have been. Come on now.
What else was he going to say?
Yeah, what else can you say about a tie? That's just my kids don't learn nothing about ties in this house. And I know those players hate a tie too. Mm-hmm. But my bad look for the weekend. Y'all were talking about trash. You don't have to go any further than down the road in I-40 in Nashville, Tennessee, if you want to see some trash.
Yes.
At Nissan Stadium. And that team that plays over there, my Titans, y'all had the poll question last week about which team is going to be most likely to turn the season around. That should have been 100% the Texans because they were about to walk out of that stadium on Sunday with the W and start turning their season around because they play the Titans.
Right.
But Cam Ward said it best at his post game. I'm not sure if it's radio safe. I'll see if maybe A-Town can find it and make a radio safe version for you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Cam said, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a buck.
That's
it. He said, that's what he said. He said, if we're keeping it a buck, and then we'll see if A-Town can find the rest of that quote.
Yeah,
but I like Cam Ward's energy for sure. Y'all were talking about like leaders and stuff like that. I like his energy. I just need it to translate to the field. And then my good
What's
look
your good look?
goes to the men in orange. Pam, I know Georgia lost.
Yes.
A lot of people just don't like Alabama. You can wear some orange in a couple weeks for the third Saturday in October. You're always welcome in orange here.
That is my favorite color.
Right. We got a good road win. Any road win in the SEC is good, and it's something that has bitten Tennessee in the last couple of years. We had a bad loss last year against Arkansas, bad loss 2 years ago against South Carolina on the road, 3 years ago that was, and it was good to get a road W. And we got a bye week. I don't know if we get the Oklahoma treatment, maybe we go up in a bye week, or if we get the Alabama treatment, we go down in a bye week. I just don't know what these voters are doing with these bye weeks.
Yeah,
well,
that's right.
You didn't move this week, and you got to win in Starksville.
There was so much shakeup. There was so much, like, what was it, 4 top 10 teams lost this weekend? And Georgia stayed pretty high, but, man, Alabama rocketed it up, and Ole Miss jumped like 7 spots or something like that.
And LSU went down.
Georgia went down 7. Georgia went down 7, so yeah. So yeah, it's interesting how it'll play out. It's SEC football though, right?
Right. It's a long season. Still a lot of tough games. I appreciate the way you told Reese to focus on Vanderbilt.
That's right. Don't. We always say, teams look ahead. They don't look ahead, or they stay that's what could have happened to Syracuse. They stay in that win they just had. Right. So I'm just trying to encourage Reese, not to go too far. Okay, just you got Vanderbilt coming up. That's right.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, focus on Vanderbilt. The third Saturday in October is coming. Focus on Vanderbilt.
That's right.
That's right. You too. Thank you, Adam. Man, what you got for us, eh?
The Sports Shop is officially streaming on Red Core Universe. Catch Reese, Kmac, and Pam daily as they deliver fresh perspectives, bold commentary, and the cultural pulse that keeps us moving. The Red Core Universe app is available across iOS, Android, Roku, smart TVs, Apple TV, Samsung, and LG. So no matter where you are, you're just a tap away. Tune into featured episodes and discover why the Sports Shop is one of the top shows on the platform. Red Core Universe plus the Sports Shop equals a powerhouse combo you don't want to miss.
You don't want to miss, and you don't want to miss the rest. So make sure you come back. We've got more NFL to talk about. We're going to talk about the Chiefs.
Let's talk about the Chiefs a little bit.
And what about the Ravens? Are you concerned yet? So that's coming up next. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
Finally, the Panthers had somebody give the game to them rather than vice versa. All the Panthers had to do was let the Falcons keep making mistakes. Let Michael Penix keep making mistakes, and the Panthers were wise enough to get out of Atlanta's way and let them give the game to Carolina 30-0. Hopefully it builds confidence.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into The Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just the game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs, and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Brian Lane, owner of Sticks and Vines, a wine bar and cigar shop in the South Point area of Durham, North Carolina. Are you looking for a little soul in your wine bar? Do you want to get some local personal service from your cigar shop? Sticks and Vines has you covered. Sticks and Vines is an inviting, diverse, and soulful atmosphere that caters to both experienced and newbies to the wine and cigar communities. Bringing others together is our mission in more ways than one.
Sticks and Vines in the Renaissance Center at South Point in Durham, 6905 Fayetteville Road.
Is your heating and air system ready for cooler weather? Call Newcomb & Company to ensure your system is running at peak performance. As a Comfort Contract customer, you'll get priority service and a 15% discount on all HVAC and plumbing service calls and repairs. Newcomb & Company, your independent trained dealer, has proudly served our community for more than 70 years, delivering reliable comfort and peace of mind. Call 919-862-3000 or visit newcombandcompany.com. Newcomb & Company, your comfort is our business.
Meals from those years are hard to forget. It was all white bread and whole milk, hamburger casseroles and quiche Lorraines, all with a side of cigarettes. We ate salads as desserts. We knew a party was classy if it had a cheese log, and we never missed an after-dinner smoke. It didn't matter if we were in our dining rooms, a burger joint, or the ritziest of restaurants. There'd be an ashtray on every table, and that very particular flavor in every meal. We smoked for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's amazing that our food could taste like anything else. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
What is dedication?
My daughter is biological and my son is adopted. I love them both so much. From the morning when you wake up to putting them to bed at night and every moment in between. I think a parent's job is to protect our children, but also prepare them for the world so they become good, kind human beings.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is what WRAL weather coverage sounds like.
Thunderstorm warning right now in the WRAL Severe Weather Center.
When your safety is a priority.
An indication that there is a tornado on the ground, so get in your safe spot
in this area, get in your safe spot right now.
With the tools that make a difference.
WRAL Storm Tracker is inside the storm.
WRAL has the only dual Doppler radar in Wade County.
Hear it and see it every day.
It looks like the storm is doing exactly what we predicted to do.
That's WRAL News. Weather coverage you can count on.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Now back to the Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac on Buzz Sports Radio.
Away. We don't want you to go anywhere. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here. You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, both of whom are out on location today. We have Mr. Hump in the studios with us. Thank you for being with us. I am enjoying having a conversation with you. We have Alex, our extraordinary producer. How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing well, feeling good. Can't complain.
Good. So we won't complain, I don't think, about this poll question. What's the poll question today? Let's talk a little bit about that.
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question, which team left you scratching your head most this weekend? The Georgia Bulldogs, NC State, the LA Chargers, or the Baltimore Ravens? And 38% of people say NC State.
That's a good one.
That's about right.
Yeah, Georgia, Alabama is going to be Georgia, Alabama, and we know Alabama has 10 of the 11.
That's right.
But NC State, a loss again.
Another loss. Didn't look terrible. Didn't look too great in the loss.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
They got a bad. They're on a bad track right now. They're on a bad track, losing 2 in a row. That's a good poll. That's a good question. I think they may shift a little bit more, but that's a good take. That's a good take.
I like that. I can't wait to see how that ends up. We have a lot of our co-hosts out there on our YouTube, so we want to make sure that you go to our YouTube, the Sports Shop Reese Kmac. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can check us out each morning. We have James out there, Chuck, Anissa, Vicky. Who else? Somebody else has been chiming in. We talked to Shakai.
Got you mad hot 2025, Paul. My line brother Paul out there chiming in.
Lavelle. So lots of people chiming in with us. So keep talking to us.
Keep rolling it in.
We love that engagement. One thing that I want to do, Reese is not here, but I definitely want to give a happy birthday shout out to somebody that's special to the Sports Shop, but really, really special to Reese. And that is, he calls him M and or Mikey, but his grandson. And today is Mikey's 2nd birthday. Wow. Time is flying. So happy birthday. I saw on Facebook where he had his birthday party at the daycare at his little school. So that's great. So happy birthday, Mikey. We wish you a great day. I'm sure a commercial is coming soon. I mean, he is taking over Instagram. He is the cutest. So happy birthday, Mikey.
Happy birthday,
we
Mikey.
love you, and Grandpa Reese loves you.
Grandpa Reese said you're going to get a couple birdies today for you.
You know what? That may be his good luck charm. That or the
birthday.
rain. One of the two.
One of the two might help him out.
Two will definitely help him out. So we're going to get back our discussion onto all of the NFL games. There's so many. I think it was 13 over the weekend, so we can't highlight all of them. But there are a few we wanted to talk about. He's not here, but what did you think about the Falcons and the Commanders game?
So I hate the Kmac's not here to hear this conversation, but I'm sure he'll chime in and say something about it tomorrow when he's back. But Falcons played the game that everyone expects the Falcons to play now. They have the weapons. You got Robinson back there. You got Drake on the outside. Even Kyle Pitts got into it.
And Penix is finally playing like Penix can play.
300-plus yards. His yardage total, I think it was a career best yesterday.
Yes.
And they put it together. And defensively, I think people sleep on Atlanta's defense. They're a better defense than they played last week against Carolina for sure. But 2 weeks ago, they were playing pretty lights out. So I think the real Atlanta stepped in. Mm-hmm. You had a Commanders team that was sitting on some injuries. You had the quarterback still out. And it showed. And Mariota came back to Atlanta, and they said, there's a reason why we got rid of you.
Exactly. So how much can we put in, the fact that, okay, they don't have their star quarterback, so – should it be concerning, or is it just, like you said, adjustments had to be made and this quarterback is different and they're responding different?
Yeah, well, I think they have to take a look in the mirror. And McLaurin didn't play yesterday either. Debo was utilized quite a bit. But I think they still have some gaps defensively they need to look into. They weren't totally taken out, but they showed a lot of gaps on defense that they need to address. The NFC is not going to get any easier, and they still have to play some of the NFC North teams. So there's some gaps to close, and the sophomore slump is real.
Yes.
The fans were riding high, and everybody gave the caution of, pump your brakes a little bit. You're coming in Final Four. We were in the Final Four last year.
That's right.
You're a target now. You're not sneaking up on anyone. And so everyone's preparing for the Commanders. They know they're a viable team. And I think you're starting to see a little bit more of that. Now, they can still have a good run. They still have a very talented team. But Atlanta stepped up yesterday. Can't discount the game that they played.
That's right. So let's go talk about the Panthers and the Patriots.
So who's showing up?
Exactly.
Who's showing up? The team that beat the Falcons 30-0, or the team that was scrambling after the second quarter yesterday, putting on BY's shoulder, and we know BY is not going to carry you to the.
No, the shoulder is down.
Shoulder
it's like too much weight. It's down.
Just a little bit.
You see my shoulder going down.
Hey, I tell you what, if the Panthers could bring back some of the players they let go, I mean, you have a laundry list of players that they've sent to other teams, either traded or let go in free agency. And someone wrote up that they're not one, they're not two, not even three pieces away from being a contender. Now,
right.
They got a long way to go. And I'm curious to hear what the coach is thinking about the team and how they performed yesterday.
Yeah, let's see what Dave Canales had to say. Who is he blaming for the loss?
When it's a full team effort like this, I have to put that on myself. I have to look at how I'm preparing the team, how we're going about our work. I have to look at that and compete to find an edge to get these guys to work together, to focus, so we can get the execution that we're seeing happen in our processes. But this is the only way to work through these things, is to go right back to work, to attack it head on. And, with the guys, I told them in the locker room, like, hey, a loss is a loss. We got to look at this stuff. We got to look in the mirror and figure out who we want to be as a team so that we can get the execution that we're calling for and that we're looking for.
Coach, I hate to ask you this question because we sat in this same place last year, but I just have to ask, will Bryce Young continue to be a starter?
Absolutely. Counting on him to keep pushing us forward, counting on him to keep us on track. There were some near misses across the board, some penalties that put us in weird situations, a couple of protection issues, and one of them where he slipped and kind of put us in a bad situation. But I still feel that he's being confident out there. He's leading the group. He's getting us out there with good energy and focus, and so he'll continue to play.
So he's saying Bryce is still that guy. He's still his guy.
So what's that say about the folks around him? Because it's not getting done right now, and there's some serious gaps in their team. And the GM even came out and said, I want to go get some dogs, right? He said, I want some players who are going to come in here and put their foot down, and we're going to dominate some games, and we ain't seeing it. We ain't seeing it. Comment chat. Paul said they like the 10 men. They need some heart. The Wizard of Oz down in Charlotte right now. Look like the Bobcats on the football field.
That is so true. Well, let's ask Bryce, about, not people blaming him, but about as a team, the team as a whole, and who should take accountability.
For us, we have to it's on us, it's on me, it's on everybody in that locker room. We talked about that after. We all take accountability. We all have to look in the mirror. We all have to understand what we can do better. It's definitely not on him, definitely not on one person. So it's all of us that have to be better.
All of us that has to be better.
We're stepping up. Let's show them some good leadership. Not pointing a finger anywhere, and not even looking in the mirror. But there's some gaps in that team that they have to close, and they are you just don't know what you're going to get week to week from them.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is they're not competitive. Like, if the games are closer, I think Panther fans will feel better about it, but you're getting smacked.
That's right.
I looked at the screen, it was like 42-6. I was like, goodness gracious.
Oh, yeah. And it got out of hand early.
Yeah.
It got out of hand early, and putting it on Bryce's shoulders to try to bring the team back and putting them in obvious pass situations, that's not a good look for them at all.
Not at all. And I know when we were talking at the beginning of the season, like how many games, I was thinking, 5 or 6. How many games do you give them right now? Look at what you see right now.
If they get 5, they would have to have a small party in Charlotte.
Right.
5 wins.
So now it's just not up to the expectation that we thought coming in.
Not at all.
And I'll ask you before we go to break, just based on, we talked about the different slumps and things like that, which Bryce should be completely out of those conversations. But how do you feel about his play right now?
Well, like the coach said, he's coming out. He's saying the right things. He looks like he has a level of confidence. But the penalties that happen, the miscues from his offensive line, that doesn't help him at all. He has a very good receiver. The rookie that they brought in is very solid. Leggett didn't play yesterday. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he has some talent
around him. Yeah,
not elite talent, but some talent that they should be able to do something with. But they're just not on. They're not firing right now, and I don't know if that's the personnel or is that the coaching? Is that scheme? Right. We gotta hope BY don't get the coach fired because one of the two of them gonna have to go if this season doesn't go the way
something has to change. Well, something has to change here. We have to go to break, and we'll be back in just a few. But what do you have for me, A?
The Hilton Raleigh North Hills Hotel and Convention Complex, located on Wake Forest Road, has an abundance of guest rooms and meeting space. This hotel continues to be a top destination for meetings, conferences, and events. Enjoy live music Wednesday evenings from 7 to 10 p.m. Email yolanda.diaz@hilton.com or call 919-872-2323 and let them know the Sports Shop sent you.
We'll talk in just a few minutes. We still have more to talk about, some games that we hadn't discussed yet on the NFL side, and a quick recap of college weekend.
Let's go.
Reese and Kmac covering sports the real way fans talk about it. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
Finally, the Panthers had somebody give the game to them rather than vice versa. All the Panthers had to do was let the Falcons keep making mistakes. Let Michael Penix keep making mistakes, and the Panthers were wise enough to get out of Atlanta's way and let them give the game to Carolina 30-0. Hopefully it builds confidence.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
If you are interested in your student and student athlete receiving a scholarship to college, Prime Time Scouting is the company for you. This is Coach Ellis of Prime Time Scouting. We don't sell anything, we offer service. We are looking for those who are looking for us. Guaranteed scholarships with a money-back guarantee, internships, relationships with all the divisions, 3, 2, 1, NAIA, HBCUs, and so forth, and also prep schools, vetting the schools and coaches, academic aid, discounts on services like training, tutoring, and film, help with the transfer portal, and also it's a lifetime commitment. The Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac, plus Primetime Scouting 55. That is your promo code that lets us know they found you for us. We offer service. We don't sell anything. Let us help you.
Check out Coach Ellis and Primetime Scouting at primetimescouting.com.
Is your business looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further than the Sports Shop Radio Show. Our show is the fastest growing and most active sports talk show on the air today. And advertising with the Sports Shop has the potential to greatly benefit your business. Not only is our show fun, we also cover a wide range of sports topics and have amazing connections with mega sports stars. Plus, we feature cultural references and influences with sound effects and great music from the last 50 years. The Sports Shop Radio Show is designed for anyone who loves sports, and as a business, you can take advantage of this by placing ads on our show to reach a large number of potential customers. Remember, in radio advertising, good ratings and listeners do count. The hosts, Reese and Kmac, along with a wide array of regular and special guests, engage in real talk about real sports for real fans. Reach out today to place your ad with the Sports Shop and take your business to new heights. Email us at info@thesportsshopradio.com or call 919-890-6200.
The law offices of Gregory and L. Williams, PLLC, is here to serve your legal needs in the areas of personal injury, estate planning, civil litigation, and traffic matters. Whether you were injured through no fault of your own in an auto accident, or if you need to complete or update your will, your power of attorney, living will, or trust, or if you're injured through breach of contract, contact GRW Law, where we protect the injured and counsel the unsure. You can reach us at 919-282-4696, or you can visit us on the web at grw-law.com.
Hi, this is Earl Reese, host of the Sports Shop. Did you know Alsco is the worldwide leader in napkin, placemat, and tablecloth rental? Alsco linen comes with the NSF hygienically clean stamp of approval. Why would you wipe your face with any other napkin? Let Alsco help you set the table at your restaurant today. Call 800-408-0208 or visit alsco.com. That is ALSCO.com.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is John Wall. The Salvation Army does so much for people right here in Wake County. Join me and 999 The Fan and showing them some love and support. Just for me, the Salvation Army is always dope. It gives opportunity for anybody, any situation to get support. I really got into it because my mom, before she passed, she was always doing so much she could to help the Salvation Army, cooking for them, doing anything to get back to them. So we always want to honor her and keep that going with my John Wall Family Foundation. The need in Wake County is real, and the Salvation Army is meeting it with real solutions. If you want to help, visit wakearmy.org.
Hunger lives in neighborhoods all around us, but it doesn't have to. Together, we can provide 1 billion meals by 2030, because everyone should be welcome at the table. Learn more at nourishingneighbors.com.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Getting hurt in a car wreck comes with all kinds of stress and frustration. But when you call me, I'll be on top of all of it. So all you need to worry about is getting better. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I'm on top of it. Contact us at ritchielaw.com.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, 'cause we don't know how.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Sports Shop. We're here. Oh, we are jamming this morning. Listening to the Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, who are out on location. I am Pam Thompson-Smith, the firm. We have Mr. Hump in the studio with us today, chatting it up, getting this week started with so much to talk about in sports. And we have our amazing producer. What's going on, A?
Doing well.
Before we finish the conversation on the NFL, how are we looking on our poll question?
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question, which team left you scratching your head most from the weekend? The Georgia Bulldogs, NC State, the LA Chargers, or the Baltimore Ravens? And 38% of people are saying NC State.
I gotta say that's a local feeling. I'm still thinking about what's going on with the Ravens.
Yes,
they played a game against the Chiefs yesterday, and a lot of injuries on the defensive side, and I think that's having an impact. Xavier Worthy back for the Chiefs, open up the offense a little bit more. I don't know that him being back equates to them all of a sudden being the Chiefs of old that we remember, but the Ravens are going through some tough times right now.
Yeah, and now it's scary with Lamar having to leave the game.
Said it was a hammy, right? Hamstring. He looked pretty frustrated, and I still don't think they know how to appropriately use Henry. He 4th and 1, he's not in the game. 3rd and 1, he's not in the game. How do you not have King Henry on the field? One of your most punishing runners to ever play in the NFL, not getting solid looks. So I don't think they fully integrated him. A lot of talent on the offensive side, but the Chiefs made them look mundane yesterday.
Oh yeah, the defense was on point. Usually Lamar can move around more in the pocket. He could not do that. It was like he was on a little swivel around.
Right.
So
Spags had a plan yesterday, and they executed.
It kind of was a good time for him to say, "Ow, out my leg." We've seen that before.
And who came into the game? Cooper Rush. Remember Cooper Rush?
Yes. Cooper Rush came into the game.
But
So should we be concerned with the Ravens?
I think we
with
should
this start
I think
now.
we should be real concerned. They're 1-3, and that's a large hill to overcome in the AFC. Where a lot of good teams are playing. So we're sitting in a situation where the Steelers look like the best team in the AFC North right now.
Wow.
At 3-1, playing some mediocre football, but winning.
And shouldn't that be expected with Mr. Aaron Rodgers?
Hey, that's what they brought him in for. They want to be serviceable, right?
Exactly.
I don't think they're counting on Aaron to win them any games, but they know they have a solid defense. They made some moves on defense, bringing Ramsey in, bringing Patrick Queen over. And they still have their defensive line that's solid, so they're going to be contenders in the North. And I think a lot of people weren't giving a lot of credit, but you have the Burrow injury that now brings the Bengals down a little bit. No one expected anything out of Cleveland, but you did think you were going to get more out of Baltimore. And defensively, they just don't look like they have it together with the injuries, and offensively, they definitely are struggling.
Absolutely. Yep. So we spent some time last week talking a little bit about Caleb Williams. So let's talk about that game yesterday, the Bears and the Raiders. He's looking better. He's truly developing.
He's looking really good. He's looking like he's starting to get a good grasp of Ben Johnson's offense.
Yes.
And he is not making as many silly plays as he normally does, right? He's making good reads. I'm noticing that a lot of the trick plays that the Lions used to run, they're running some of those now. I saw the little stumble play yesterday. He didn't get a completion out of it, but he stumbled like he was falling down, and he made a long pass there. They ran a fake flea flicker, which was interesting. But you see him getting more comfortable with the offense. You see him having a little bit more trust in him. Ashton Genty had a great game yesterday.
Yes.
Scored 3 touchdowns, and I think that's the Genty that everybody's been waiting to see.
Been waiting to see that, yes.
Yeah, so they opened him up. Geno had a terrible game.
I was going to say, on the other side, you got, the younger quarterback, not a rookie, but a younger quarterback. Then you got the seasoned quarterback that's having a very rough day at the office, and it continues each time. Like, what is... That is, I feel bad for the Raiders. That's Reese's other team.
I know. So
his main team.
Why he had to be excited about seeing Genty actually starting to play well. Geno had a terrible game.
Yeah, 3 interceptions.
And the defense played well. The defense didn't play bad. And if not for a blocked field goal at the end of the game, they might have won that game. So they didn't look bad, but you got to be encouraged by how. Caleb is really picking up the offense and starting to move in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we did we talk about? Oh, we didn't talk about the Rams.
Didn't talk about
the
Rams. The
over
Rams
the Colts.
And the Colts. Yeah. So Donald Mitchell has to be feeling pretty low after the game yesterday because. First of all, he made a miraculous catch. He had a guy on his back and made a catch with his front hand that he never touched the ball with his left hand. It was amazing. Dan made a spin move, but he forgot something when he went in the end zone. He juggled the ball before he crossed the end zone and fumbled it out the back, cost him a touchdown there. Later cost him a touchdown when Jonathan, running back for the Colts.
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor was running into the end zone, and he got a holding call. So he cost them 2 touchdowns, and they lost the game 27-20. So I'm sure he's feeling pretty bad last night, and hopefully he can bring himself. He's a good player. So hopefully he can redeem himself next week.
Absolutely. Well, before we close out NFL, we have to go back, to the star of the Week 5, and that would be the Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers tie. We want to go back to that to get your thoughts again on where we are. We're both sitting here as Dallas Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
How do we feel about a 40-40 tie?
Look, as a Cowboy realist, I'm gonna do like Cam Ward and keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. Tell us how you really feel.
They played well offensively last night, but the defense still has a lot of gaps, and they played well, way above their punching weight last night. But you have to really question the Packers of what's going on with them, right? Because defensively, the first 2 games at home in Lambeau, they came out, they were a wrecking crew. They beat 2 teams that are probably going to the playoffs. And then you struggle and lose against a Cleveland team who can't put up anything offensively. The defense didn't play bad. Cleveland only scored 13 points. But you give up 40 to Dallas, and now you start to question what's going on with our defense. So,
it's trash.
It was trash.
Do you have to question it?
It was trash last night, that's for sure.
It's trash.
It was trash last night. So I think you can take as a Cowboys fan, you probably take a little small celebration that you didn't get blown out because it started that way. But as a Packers fan, you have to be really questioning what do we need to fix in order to get back on track, because that should not have been a close game last night.
It should not. His expectation of the Packers would be a Super Bowl contender,
Absolutely.
but not the way they played last night.
Absolutely not.
Well, let's hear one more time from Jerry Jones on just what it means, what the tie means to him, how he feels about that.
There's nobody in here, obviously, that I'm going to let in any way I can put the lost part of the tie on them. I'm proud of this bunch. They competed their tails off in here tonight. They competed out there at the end when they were tired. I'm proud of them. And I thought we played well enough to win the game. I'm sick for these guys, sick for these players, sick for these coaches, and mostly sick for our fans that we didn't bring home a win. But I am proud of the way we competed tonight.
He said he's sick.
He's sick.
It's all in the said, though, but I know something he is sick of, and that's Michael Parsons. So let's hear what Jerry Jones has to say on just how the Cowboys handled Michael.
Well, I knew that he is the great player that he is, and I like the way that we got ready to play him, and we played him, and we ran at him, and but we knew he was there, and he made a difference. But that's the way it goes. Whether we like it or not, I'll take my side of it, and Green Bay can have their side of it.
Whether we like it or
Whether we like it or not, take my side of it. He also said another clip where he talked. He took a stab at it. It's like, yeah, he is the most the highest paid player in the NFL, and he came to play, and it's like, man, did you just throw a little shade there?
He did.
Throw a little shade at Micah?
Well, Micah says he came to play. I mean, he also, accepted accountability as a team for the team.
Right.
But let's hear what he had to say in making a difference when he did that game-solving tackle. Or saving tackle for against Dak. I remember we saw that.
Oh, yeah, the sack. We got the sack. Yeah.
It's just all about not letting my teammates down, going 100% every play. I owe it to every person in the organization, every person in that locker room to give my absolute best every time. So I don't look at the play as I think I'm here and on this podium because I'm supposed to make that play, not because it's like, oh my God, he made a play. I'm supposed to make that play. I'm supposed to help our defense. That's the reason why I was brought here. Making plays is what I'm supposed to do. Taking over games is what I'm supposed to do. I don't think that I should be rewarded for that play. That's the reason why I'm here.
That's a solid take.
Right, absolutely.
Take, especially for the night that he had. He didn't have a big night. He had, 4 pressures?
It was like silence, like Micah who?
Yeah, they game planned. They put a lot of double teams on him. They were chipping him with the running back. They had some tight ends coming down on him as well. He was lined up on one side a lot more than the other, which was interesting. But he made that play, and most people would call it a game-winning tackle or a game-winning sack, but it was a tie. So what do you call that? It was a game-tying sack.
Right.
But that probably would have, if he wouldn't have, he probably would have gotten to the end zone on that play. He had a linebacker he had to navigate, but he probably would have gotten in the end zone if Micah hadn't come up behind him and caught him. So, who knows? If they score that touchdown, does Jordan Love have the moxie to take him back down to score a touchdown that he needed to score as opposed to a field goal? So it was a big play. It was a big pivotal part of that game and caused Dallas to kick that field goal. And and Green Bay to still be alive.
Absolutely. Well, let's pivot to we also had some WNBA action, playoffs going on last night. Mercury overcame a 13-point deficit to win last night.
Yeah, they came back on the Lynx. Lynx were out there without their star player. And the head coach. Got suspended for speaking a little too much truth in the press conference.
She has been speaking some truth about the officiating and how that's causing injuries, which caused injury to one of the top players in the WNBA, which we call Fee. Yeah. So she's really speaking out.
She's really speaking out.
But it hurt.
It really hurt them last night. That was a tough loss for them, and they're now eliminated. Fourth time, I think the team with the best record in the WNBA has been eliminated, not made it to the finals. So, pretty big loss for them. It was pretty big hit to the organization, but I'm sure they'll bounce back. But Mercury back in the championship.
Back in again, yeah. And we went, last night was another thriller with the Aces, and they lost to the Fever, so that means that we're going to have Game 5 coming up.
Interesting crowd, and the Aces have struggled in Indianapolis playing in that crowd, and even with the Fever being down with a couple of players. Asia had 31, but they still took an L. So I guess they take it back to Vegas now for Game 5.
Yeah, so that's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good for sure. Yep. We talked, just recapping, what were your top, I guess, in thinking about the poll, when you go back to college football games this weekend, what game surprised you?
The biggest surprise, the Virginia Tech, NC State.
Yes.
I did not expect Virginia Tech to come into the Carter and take the win, and they came in with a game plan. They executed. So that's probably my biggest surprise of the weekend. And the fact that UNC remained undefeated in the ACC, that's another surprise.
You had to give me. Well, I think for me, the Friday night game, Virginia, Florida State. Yeah, that was a great football game, but I definitely would have thought Florida State would have.
I thought they were in position to pull it out.
Yes,
they were
absolutely.
in position to pull it out, and they had to come back. But you would think they would have prevailed. Now that game is in Tallahassee. They probably win that game.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm still amazed at how any kid can maintain his composure with all those fans waiting to rush the field. I wouldn't.
They'd be like, Pam's gone the other way.
She's running the wrong way.
Well, I've got to go the other way now. We've got to get out of here. Thank you so much, Hump, for being with us today.
Been a pleasure.
It has been awesome.
Always fun. Always fun, and we get to spin in the chairs today.
Yes. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Detroit, we'll see you at 4.
Don't want to meet your daddy. Just want you in my caddy. Don't want to.
Tonight, your forecast calls for Hurricanes hockey.
Kotkaniemi shoots and scores! Svechnikov puts it onto the tape, and Kotkaniemi whistles it past Tarasov.
Storm Watch with Adam Gold at 5:30. Puck drop at 6.
Shut on for the score on the power play. Logan Stankoven with the net front.
On your exclusive home for the Carolina Hurricanes, 99.9 The Fan.
First aid kits should be ready in case of an emergency, but most fall short. Alsco has you covered with one flat rate, never expired, user-friendly first aid system that is ready whenever an emergency strikes. Alsco's representatives check and refill the first aid kit on a regular basis to ensure it is always stocked and ready to go for one flat weekly rate. The first aid kit that has you covered when you need to be covered. Call 1-800-408-0208 or visit alsco.com. Again, that is ALSCO.com. to learn more.
Cigar smokers everywhere. This is Steve from the Cigar Box and Carry, the #1 cigar bar and lounge in the Triangle. October 17th is fast approaching and is the date for the grand opening of the new and improved Cigar Box. This event is sponsored by Rocky Patel Cigars, and the man himself, Rocky Patel, will be present to meet, shake hands, and sign autographs. There'll be food, drinks, deals, swag, raffle prizes, and more. Since this event will be a sellout, we will be pre-selling a limited limited amount of tickets. If you plan on attending, you can purchase your ticket package at any of the 4 Cigar Box locations starting September 1st until October 17th. The ticket package is $75 and contains 3 cigars, raffle ticket, food ticket, and cutter. There will only be a limited amount of tickets that will be sold, so do not hesitate in getting to the Cigar Box and buy your ticket today. The Cigar Box, located at the corner of High House and Highway 55 in Cary.
Are you trapped in a high-rate mortgage, watching your hard-earned money vanish every month? Stop. Right now at Loan Pronto, they are delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years.